Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 204 of the Pixels and Ink podcast, brought to you by Comics Gaming Magazine. I'm your host, Cody Orm. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Just so you know, during that entire intro, Cody was like intently staring at me.
No, you were staring at me. That's why I'm like, what? Am I doing something wrong? Like, I thought it was a pretty smooth intro, but all right.
Smooth
well, anyway.
jazz.
Welcome to the Midnight Shift. I'm Cody Orm.
Yeah.
Anyway, to my left is he likes using the word luscious to describe himself, so my luscious co-host, Jordan Biordi.
Yes.
Imagine him with flowing long hair and then him just cutting all of that off.
Yeah, and putting it on his face. He has a beard.
This is the quietest I've ever seen Jordan.
Yeah, it's because he was
right
just
now.
told not to talk over anyone, so he's going to be super petty about it. Want to stop and look over around?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I just say right off the bat, this is the best podcast Jordan ever done.
Sitting directly across from me is our intern, resident intern.
Intern Supreme, the Lord of Interns.
The Lord of the Interns. Shak Lambert.
So, hi guys. Hi everybody.
Wearing a badass Deadpool shirt.
Dude, I got this at West 49 for like a 3 for $30 deal.
Yeah, everything's on sale at West 49 right now. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not plugging West 49. And sitting at the end of the table is our movie expert, Phil Brown.
That's me. Yay.
I forgot your middle initial again. It's like
C.
C. Phil C. Brown. There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah. And got a bit of a surprise for everyone listening. We got Melanie here for a short while.
I came in to say hello. Apparently I'm not needed, so I'm going to leave. Oh. And it's Film Phil. Don't let that title die.
Please.
I thought it was Phil M.
It's a few things, actually.
Yeah, it changed all the
Creepy
time.
Phil, Film Phil, Phil M.
Cody's become a tyrant in the time that you've been gone.
I know, right? He just took over. That's what happened.
Please come back.
All the power's gone to your head, Cody.
Yeah, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
I will be back soon. But since I didn't play anything because I couldn't see, I'm going to roll away now. All right. Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
So that was fun.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Missed her.
See the way she didn't talk over people, Jordan?
Yes.
Okay.
I like this. It's gonna be a
This
good
is
podcast.
odd.
Yeah. Game news.
Okay, so I pulled up a few things. First off, the world's least surprising secret, considering it's been leaked, info about it's been leaking for weeks, is that Batman Return to Arkham. They're making an HD collection of both Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Mm-hmm. It's going to have all of the DLC that was previously released first, so Harley Quinn's Revenge, all those costume packs, all those are going to be included in it. And it's going to be coming out sometime in July. So, yeah.
My thing with those games is I could never tell if I enjoyed them because they're fun or if I enjoyed them because Batman. And then I realized I enjoyed it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, dude, they're both
It's a
amazing.
combination of the two. They're so well made and written
Yeah.
and voiced and done and so good.
So good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I want to go back and remember when that series was good.
Hey,
Arkham Knight was great.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
it was great. Some of the Batmobile stuff was kind of annoying, but overall, it was still a really solid game.
Yeah, it was
Sure.
a blast.
Jordan, I would like your take on the Batman Arkham games. Can you please elaborate a little bit?
Yes.
They're very yes.
Indeed.
Are you gonna run the whole show?
Yes.
It looked like he was going to say something else.
This is great.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan, if you loved the Star Facts for Wii, speak in less than a full sentence.
That
That counts as less. That counts as less. That still counts as less. Okay, Cody. If you feel that the Super Mario Brothers movie is a steaming pile of poo, please give no response or a one-word answer.
Well, that I cannot.
There we go.
He's back.
There you go.
Yeah, we broke him.
Had to prod him.
A little bit.
But no, that's going to be. I guess that's kind of exciting. I mean, remasters and reboots are so commonplace.
Yeah.
But Yeah, sometimes it's pretty
I'm
good.
for it. The first one is Arkham Asylum, especially, is like such a good time that
Like,
it'd be worth going through it
I
again.
loved Arkham City though.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like Arkham Asylum, just I don't know. There's something with the mood and design and
It's
just the fact
a
that it was
stronger
all,
game.
It's
Yeah.
much tighter.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, there's just like that. I guess is it spoilers if it came out in like
No,
20,
it's like
2010?
what? Yeah,
It doesn't
2010?
matter. And it's
2009.
whatever.
I think
And
City came out
and
2010.
it's a Batman video game. Like, what spoiler are you gonna give away?
when,
Batman
when-
wins.
when,
Not as long
when
as
he carries out.
He kills the Joker.
Joker.
Everyone knows,
Yeah.
or he doesn't kill Joker. Joker dies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When he carries out Joker and then like Harley Quinn's just like.
You killed him,
"You
Mr.
killed-"
J.
Yeah, like I was
Yeah.
like a single like tear was. Just,
It
like,
was an amazing ending for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And then he sang the song over the credits and everything.
So for all the
That was
people
great.
who haven't played the game yet,
Too bad.
Whatever, it came out so long ago. Like,
Yeah.
Guess
I don't
what,
feel
guys?
bad for you at this point.
Joker died in the Batman movie with Michael Keaton. Joker died technically in The Dark Knight.
no, he didn't.
Dark
Wink.
Knight
He didn't
Returns.
die.
No,
Wink, wink.
like even in the novelization of like
that's
Dark
bad.
Knight Return.
Yeah, that was a
not
dark.
Knight
That was a
Returns.
dark.
That
That
was
was
a
a dark
dark
joke.
Oh,
Wink, wink.
oh, you awful human being.
Did you see that little like diary Heath Ledger kept?
No, I
Yes.
didn't.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Yeah.
When he was playing Joker, he kept like a Joker diary,
Yeah.
and it was like news clippings of like really disturbing stories.
Yeah, I
and,
heard
like,
he did really messed up stuff
Yeah, and
too.
then like the creepy thing is the last page, like written across, is like bye bye, and like that's really super dark.
You could clearly see that Jared Leto is trying to go with that same
Maybe-
level of edginess as Suicide Squad.
Wouldn't it be
Just
really, like-
mailing like random objects?
Wouldn't it be like really effed up if like that was like wasn't him like pretending to be the Joker? That was like actually his diary and like call for help and no one helped him out.
It's like, man, this guy's-
That'd just be
Yeah.
morbid.
He's a real what a committed method actor this guy is. No one took him seriously.
Yeah. Anyway, more game news.
More game news. Here's another one about a fellow gaming site. You guys are aware of game trailers.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
Yes, they unfortunately shut down back in February.
Yep.
They're being absorbed into the conglomerate that is.
Yes, they're being
IGN.
The
IGN
amalgamation.
IGN's purchased their assets, so like all their logos, all their TV shows and stuff. Not TV shows, but like shows that they had on like their YouTube channel.
I mean, it could be a positive. It could
As
mean
it
that
is,
Game
yeah.
Trailers is
Well,
coming back.
As it is, I'll
As an
elaborate on that a
IGN
little bit.
subsidiary.
What's happening is that they're archiving all the stuff onto like the Game Trailers YouTube page. So like it's not leaving, like it's not like disappearing or
Buying
whatever.
their library.
Yeah, pretty much
Okay.
like keeping their library, and then they're gonna keep updating that page with any like upcoming game trailers
Oh,
that
that's
come
cool.
out.
I, for one, welcome our inevitable overlords at IGN here at Comics Gaming Magazine.
That being said, the old staff, they're not coming back because they have their own YouTube page now called Easy Allies, and they're going to be focusing entirely on that. So literally, it's just
Yeah.
Game Trailers is just
good.
back, pretty much back in name only. But
And
I mean, that's
all the
still-
stuff,
it's
all the stuff
kinda-
is still there. So
Yeah, well, I
that's
mean,
good.
whatever makes more jobs for us in this industry is I'm all for. So
Yeah.
good on you, IGN.
It's also a
Bring
big,
back
like
one
a
up.
scary, like writing on the wall for like game journalism on the web. But you know,
Yeah. I mean, if IGN wants to bring back one up, I'm minus that.
and realistically, all the best guys from Game Trailers kind of left and did their own stuff too. Like
Don't
Screw
say
Attack.
that. There were
Not all the
talented
good-
individuals working there, and we don't want to.
Don't disparage them.
Yeah. That's,
He returned back to Quiet Jordan. Yes. Yes. Anyway.
so Phil, how do you feel about the inevitable
Take
working
over.
for IGN?
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll do anything they say.
He's like, I'm just in it for the dollar bills.
Just to clear something up, as far as I know, we're not being purchased by IGN. It's just a joke.
Watch
Or is it?
Next week,
the IGN show.
welcome to Pixels and Ink, brought to you by IGN.
Yeah. Oh my god, we should so open the podcast. Like
Oh,
that.
boy.
100%.
Anyway, next up in gaming news is that EA announced that they will continue their partnership with Coldwood Interactive. They're the guys who did the that game Unravel.
Cool.
If you guys remember
Cool.
that like adorable E3
Yeah.
presentation where the dude was like kind of trembling.
So nervous.
Dude, that dude, I wanted to give him a hug.
Yeah, I can't wait for like 3 years time where he comes out in like sunglasses and like a blazer and is
Yeah,
like,
he's all
whatever, I don't
cool
give
now.
a shit anymore. This is my 7th E3.
But yeah, so EA they apparently Unravel had enough success to where they're like, hey, you guys can keep working games, we'll publish them and whatnot.
Cool. More AAA indie titles. I'm down for that.
Yay. Awesome.
Yeah, no, like I mean, I think I was watching a video by personal hero Jordan's Jim Sterling, and he was saying like the cool thing about like smaller titles like that is they focus on one core aspect, and it's like really hard to screw that up.
Yeah.
And that's how you get like a really fun pure experience because it's like one thing, and like it's not getting bogged down by other ideas.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I like that the industry's looking more towards that kind of stuff. I think ever since like Rayman got like super popular again, like,
Yeah.
a lot of a lot of publishers have been focusing more on smaller games. But I mean, you never know. Maybe this means that some really talented people who started out with something really small get to make something bigger.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of cool.
I'm excited for what they do next because like Unravel is super charming.
Yeah. We're going to get Unravel 2, the VR adventure. Brought to you by IGN.
Okay, next up, Yokai Watch 2 is getting a North American release date.
Jesus, they're already making a second
Yeah,
one?
dude,
Did it come out like
apparently.
yesterday?
Well, okay, here's the thing that you guys don't know is that the one that they brought out in Canada, like back in October,
Yeah.
was actually like technically I think like the third installment in the Yokai Watch franchise. It's been huge in Japan for a long time.
Yeah, it only, to be completely honest with you, speaking from a perspective of someone that works in a retail store that cannot be named, Yokai Watch, actually, even when they announced the game,
Was it popular over there?
no, it wasn't at first. It was popular from like the people who you'd normally see buy Nintendo games for
Yes.
the 3DS, but from the kids that they're trying to grab, it wasn't. It wasn't until probably, I want to say like 3 months ago that I noticed a lot of Yokai Watch stuff starting to move. And like in the section I work in, we actually had to make a whole Yokai Watch wall. And then like the video games started to sell and the watches and the
Is there like a TV show going
yeah.
on?
There's a
Well, I
TV
think what
show.
happened was
Oh,
the
okay.
TV show made its way to Netflix.
Oh.
And that's what really got it going.
Yeah.
So now kids are hooked. It's not as big as Pokemon yet, but I would say it's kind of like Monster Rancher level from when we were kids.
Man.
like there's definitely like a niche that.
So they
that
got
likes
like a
it.
Vanilla Ice-esque theme song.
I was transported to a
You cannot tell me
faraway
that was
planet,
not
to a
Vanilla
world
Ice at the
where
time.
monsters rule.
A little bit. It was the 90s. Things were different back then.
Although, and they're very clearly using PlayStation discs.
Monster
Oh, yeah.
Rancher.
Well, that's where it came from, right?
Yeah,
It was-
but it was so like
Monster
clearly like
Rancher.
product placement, just without actually full on saying it was product placement.
I mean, it's a
Monsters
terrible
rule.
time because it was like competing against Pokemon, which was very firmly like, you know,
And Digimon.
the
And
console
Digimon.
the console that everyone actually had.
Digimon. Forgot about Digimon.
Digimon was
Digimon was
my
great.
show.
Digimon. Speaking of shows that are on Netflix, Digimon's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Holy Jesus!
Digimon's a way better show
so
than Pokemon.
Good. Yeah, it really.
Wait,
is.
Pokemon was a
Much
better
than Pokemon.
game.
I was just outside of the Pokemon Digimon range. That's right when my
Oh,
teenage
yeah.
cynicism
that
kicked
was
in. Yeah.
Right, that was right into my
Formative
like,
years.
Yeah.
I used to come home and like Monster Rancher and Digimon and Pokemon. Those were my three shows, one after another.
Yeah.
and I actually like Monster Rancher the best.
Yeah. Now by
Yeah,
then I was.
You're the one guy.
Yeah, I was that kid,
I was
yeah.
more Digimon because they actually spoke English.
Well, okay, so here's the thing for me. I always, and I still do, I always used to root for the bad guys.
Yes.
Mostly because like in animes, the villains always have the cooler design. So I was always like
Yeah.
drawn to like Myotismon from Digimon and like
Because they were super edgy.
Jesse and James from Team Rocket. And freaking Monster Rancher had a Dragon Man.
His name was
Named
Moo.
Yeah, like
The
that's
sound a cow
the
makes.
coolest bad guy. If you haven't watched, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with
Monster Rancher.
I highly recommend.
Yeah,
it.
I'm never gonna watch it.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm never. I think I
so
missed
good.
my window on that. Whatever. I got Pee Wee's Playhouse. You guys effed up.
Yeah, well,
still
whatever.
gotta
We
watch
got-
that new movie.
We
It's
had
on
Angry
Netflix.
Beavers.
Pretty good. It's pretty
so-
good. What?
We had Angry Beavers, so
Oh, I have that on DVD actually. Angry Beavers was great. So
some people
Canadian.
have Angry Beavers and then some people have Angry Birds. So like,
ugh,
yeah.
I like my beavers angry.
Wait, Phil, did you watch the Angry Birds movie?
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. When we
Okay,
get there.
awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, and last bit of news. It's again pretty light week actually this week.
Says the guy who has no idea that like Google just had a big press conference where they basically announced like Skynet.
What?
You didn't watch that thing?
I did not watch this thing.
Oh, here. Okay, so my news is going to be
This
more
is
important than your
improv-
news.
Yes. Oh, yeah. My.
So yesterday, or I guess Wednesday, when this goes out, Google had a huge conference about some new like steps forward. One of them was VR. The other one was Google Home. So what they're trying to do is essentially like focus more on a hands-free like living environment. So they want to like update their Google Assistant on your phone and stuff, so you can basically like converse with it. So you'd say something like, you know, nowadays you're just like, hey, you know, okay Google, like, fine, you know, tell me who directed the Jungle Book. They'll tell you, you know, it was
Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau. But then, you know, you could say something like, okay, what else has he done? And Google will like instinctively know, like through its database, that you're still referring to Jon Favreau, so they'll pull up his filmography and stuff. So what they want to do is integrate that into like a full home device where you can sort of like go, okay Google, turn on my lights, and the lights turn on. Or, you know, go, okay Google, activate my alarms, and like all the alarms in
Yeah.
the house
No
go
thank
off.
you.
So you can,
That
don't-
cannot go wrong.
I don't want like
yeah.
I don't want like some like random laser shooting me in the face
I know.
after.
I tweeted,
And
and
I'm
I,
afraid I can't let you
I
do
can't
that,
let
Cody.
you do that, John.
that's exactly what I said. I tweeted out yesterday that like when we reach our dystopian future, John Connor is going to send Kyle Reese back in time to that day to stop it from happening.
Plus, voice technology is already imperfect right now, so this is going to be like a lot of just shouting matches. To
Well,
the
that's exactly what
house.
they're trying to like. They basically they said they have the most robust like native voice database, like you know. So they want to try and integrate that to like smart voice activation, so you could actually just have conversations with Google.
Let me
Oh.
share a story with
I,
you.
I hope they kind of have to take in fact like slang from like,
And then,
certain
but
places.
then that's the thing is
Like,
that
imagine someone from Atlanta. They're going to be like with very, very southern drawls.
I do declare Google.
So, a
They
while
were having a
back-
partner Google.
A while back, a mutual friend of Shak and I, he really wanted to play the Halo games, the Master Chief Collection.
Yes, Master Chief
I think it was the Master Chief Collection we were playing. It might have been something else. I can't remember. Anyway,
Okay.
I was there, Shak was there, my friend was there, and another person who's on the podcast once, Jesse, was there as well. And he was like, he turned it on. He's like, hey guys, watch this. Xbox on. Turns on. I'm like, ooh, so cool.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
instantly, as soon as it was on, everyone, Xbox off. It turns off. And he's like, God damn it, Xbox on. No, Xbox on. And like, it was his Xbox, like,
just blew up.
yeah, pretty much. It was
Oh,
really.
Well,
boy.
I think
he was
the-
getting so angry. We were like opening apps on him. Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
I think the real, because like the real scary thing about it is that they actually said like further down the line they want to integrate it into like already like pre-existing home control things, like the like Rogers like security control and stuff like that. So just imagine if Google had like full access to your house digitally.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. It's like,
No.
it's like
Yeah.
you walk in and all of a sudden you just hear like your door.
The door just
lock, and you're like,
closes.
Google.
You
Welcome
are under
home,
our
Cody.
control.
What? This
is for your own
You
good.
turn the lights on; they're red.
I mean, like, I'd be concerned about this for not the fact that Google just regularly announces the technology that they can't actually pull off, and then like don't mention it again. So, I'm not that concerned.
They already have
about
a
it.
prototype
Google, though.
ready, so
Yeah, they had a prototype for that like thing that projected stuff. Like, what was the thing they had like a year or two
don't know
ago?
what
It was
you're
some sort of
talking
thing where like your room, it was like this little ball that would turn your room in. Oh yeah, it was it was glasses that like you would create virtual screens on your wall and yeah, have like virtual interaction with people. And then nothing happened. They had a press conference and that was it.
sorry, I wasn't listening. My mind was elsewhere.
Yeah,
I feel
fair
like
enough.
also like Google be just like a massive
Sorry,
snitch.
Google
You're
just sent
trying
me a
to
message.
tell-
I had to identify this.
Welcome
Google
home,
be like
Jennifer.
yeah, Google be
Guess
like a
what
massive.
we saw your husband do?
Damn. Yeah. Where they be like, yeah, hey, yeah, your husband was like with some other chick on the corner of blank and blank. You should probably confront them when they get home.
You
And
need to,
also,
you need to
this,
start asking questions.
hey, this was your husband's last, most recent Google searches with the same search off. But yeah, no. Final news is that Rocket League, you know it, you love it. It's finally getting a retail version, a collector's
Nice.
edition for PC, PS4, and Xbox One for $29.99.
Does it come with little remote control cars?
Unfortunately, not.
Aw,
But it's coming with
bummer.
4 exclusive cars and 3 DLC packs.
Are one of those cars the DeLorean?
I am not entirely certain about that. There's a trailer that came out. I haven't watched it yet,
Wow.
so I can
It's
confirm
not
that
the
for
DeLorean.
you.
It's not worth playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
period.
the Rocket League's fun. I'd rather have a physical disc than a downloaded version, so that's cool.
I love Rocket League.
It started on Steam, right? So you
Yeah.
gotta support
Yeah.
the.
It's
where
a
it
game I
started.
never thought I would ever love.
No,
It's the
I
closest thing
knew-
to a sports game I'll actually like.
I knew it was gonna be great, but no, that's fun. Moving on, we got
Yeah.
some.
That's about it for gamers.
Well,
Some
before we move on,
Okay.
Cody, since you're the host,
oh,
let's
Being very
we
quiet.
we need to stop for a minute and hear a little word from our sponsors because they're great guys who help fund this podcast.
yeah, our
Right.
sponsors.
And,
Sponsor break.
So
Sponsor
Taylor's will
break.
come back after this.
We'll be back after a word from
These
these
messages.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Shaq, do you have a need for comics and graphic novels?
I do have a fixin'.
Well, what you need to do is go to comicbento.com and use the promo code CGMAG in all caps, and you can get $5 off a Comic Bento subscription. It goes right to your door.
Yes, $5. Dude, $5.
$5.
Hey, guys,
can I get in on this action?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you can.
You know what you have to do? Go
What
to
do I gotta do?
comicbento.com and use the promo code CGMAG in all caps and get $5 off your Comic Bento subscription.
$5 whole dollars.
$5 whole dollars.
Whoa!
Comic Bento.
Get it now. All right, weren't they great? They were so
What
great.
a
I love.
great commercial.
I know.
Yeah,
I want to
that was
hear
really
it.
good.
Actually, no. Let's hear it again.
Yeah.
You'll not hear that closing message ever again.
All right, Phil.
All right.
You got film
M.
news.
I'm on it.
Film news.
All right, so first up, we should probably talk about the Ghostbusters
Yes,
trailer
let's talk
and
about
all the
the
stupid
Ghostbusters.
controversy.
Let's do a vocal reaction to that trailer.
I didn't watch it.
No.
Oh,
I like Ghostbusters
All right,
too
Cody,
much.
get out of here. It's
Here's the
it's
thing. No, I like
it's Jordan,
Ghostbusters
Phil, and
too
Shaq time.
much to like put
what
myself
are you
through that.
What are you suggesting, Cody? That the movie's gonna be bad?
Yes, I am.
okay.
You can take that to the bank.
Sexist.
No, it's not because they're women. It's because they're not the original.
Because they're not men.
Yeah.
We see through your lies, Cody.
No, I don't mean that. Please, God.
Leave a comment if you think Cody actually
Yeah.
feels that way.
No, I just don't think it's going to be funny because there's no way they can recreate the magic.
No,
Yeah,
and-
I didn't think the trailers have been that great so far, but also like Paul Feig and Melissa McCarthy did Spy last year,
Spy was-
also through
Yeah.
Sony, which was hysterical. But
Spy
the
was
trailers
so
for
good.
that were horrible,
They're
even
garbage.
worse than this. So at this point, it could be the Sony marketing department's fault. I don't know. Also, though, I do feel the need to point out
Yeah.
that aside from Ghostbusters 1, pretty well every other
That's-
Ghostbusters product is on borderline unwatchable.
That's what I was gonna
So,
say.
like, I don't understand why everyone's so precious. The legacy of Ghostbusters is going to be ruined. Have you ever tried watching the cartoon as an adult or Extreme
No, actually, I
Ghostbusters?
haven't. I have
or,
not.
like, even Ghostbusters 2, isn't that fantastic?
No, it's not. It's
So,
really
not.
like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why
I feel like-
everyone's
Well,
all
I
like,
think-
oh, Ghostbusters
I
will be
think that's
ruined
the
forever.
thing. No, I think the problem is that
Come
we
on.
don't want to.
Bobby
don't-
Brown was in one of the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this franchise sold out a long time ago.
No, I
Wait,
think
did he
that's
say my prerogative?
No, it
Dang
was
it.
a specific Ghostbusters song where he raps about the Ghostbusters.
I
He
think
at one
that-
point says, and then they put on their proton pats and they split.
Oh God.
Well,
Want to talk about Vigo, the master of evil,
Man.
etc.
But no,
It's
the
brutal.
thing is,
Brutal.
I was actually going to bring this point up that
Great
yeah,
music video, though. I recommend that. If you want to have a really good laugh, check out that Bobby Brown music video for Ghostbusters too.
Bobby Brown is
I think the thing is that like because Ghostbusters has already gone through so much garbage, like why can't we just have that memory and just leave
it's
it?
not gone.
Who cares? Like, whatever. Maybe it'll be
entertaining.
good. Like,
Okay.
it's worth a shot. I like all
True.
those people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
They're
I
all
know
funny.
It looks bad.
And if it's bad, guess what? This time next year, no one will care.
That's true.
And if it's good,
Oh,
this
I'm
time
not-
next year, people will care about Ghostbusters more
yeah,
again.
no, that's true.
There's
I'm not,
literally nothing wrong that
I'm
can
not,
happen.
I'm not one of those like guys that's so like avidly against it. Like I know,
Yeah.
like AVGN was like, I'm not doing a review for it
Yeah,
because
I
like,
hear you because
can't-
it's really just about ethics and video game journalism.
no, I just I
And
don't.
scene.
I don't want to see it. There's no desire for me to.
Although,
watch
you know
it.
what?
I probably
Again-
am going to watch it, but
The fact like you bring up the AVGN, like he actually says like something that made me laugh, and you probably know because I imagine you've watched the critic
did,
as well.
yeah.
If the movie stinks, just don't go. Like that's kind of like the
Right.
baseline. If you think the movie's going to be bad, just don't go watch it.
Yeah, no,
People will
I
come
agree
and
with
tell
that
you-
sentiment. However, if you feel the need to create a 6-minute video for viral attention to talk
Yeah,
about how
right?
bad it's going to be, then give me a goddamn
There's
break.
that side of it too.
if
No
it
one's
really,
not
if
saying
it's
it.
that simple of your opinion, maybe don't make a goddamn big deal.
Although,
out
you know,
of it.
maybe
Yeah.
he's right. Maybe people are so
I think
stupid
there-
that they'll
I
go
think
see it because they're going to
there
go see Ninja Turtles 2.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see it.
Oh, there you go.
Exactly.
Full
yeah.
disclosure, I don't even give a rat's ass about Ghostbusters.
I don't give a
But
turtle's
listen,
ass about Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
I like
I mean,
Ghostbusters.
any of them. Like even the first. Like
Oh, well,
I'll
you're
give
just
I'll give
wrong.
it credit.
Yeah.
I'll give it credit for like being popular or whatnot. But like in terms of me seeing it, it did nothing for me.
Really?
And so like the trailer for the new one did nothing for me either. Aside that last bit at the end made me chuckle.
What with the? I don't know if
But
that
the
was
one-
a race thing.
No,
because that made me
one was-
laugh.
That one I hated. I mean, the
Really,
one-
that made me laugh.
the one that was with the ghost on her shoulders, like I'm just gonna
gonna
go
leave-
home.
it's just
And
gonna-
then it's just like people taking the selfie. I thought that was pretty like,
Really?
funny. But aside from that,
question, because I've been getting a lot of flack on YouTube for this. The thing at the end, Stay
What thing?
Puffed Marshmallow Man,
Oh.
or the
No,
ghost
it's the
from
logo.
the logo.
Yeah, the
That's
ghost
the
from
logo.
the-
They already that
Yeah,
came
they
out a long
leaked
time
it?
ago.
but
Yeah,
man, dude, the vitriol against the movie.
That's
is
ridiculous.
just annoying. Like how they're like it's the most disliked trailer on YouTube ever. I was like,
No,
you-
'cause
you
the
people
Call
are
of
just
Duty trailer
petty.
exists.
No. It's actually more disliked than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Because it's also had way more time to do so. But just people are just trashing it for no reason whatsoever.
it's because it became a culture war thing. That's all.
that, yeah, and also like,
Yeah.
they're also had like as much as we're joking about the whole like, oh, it's about women being in the roles. Like you cannot deny that has an undercurrent.
Of course
why
it does.
Oh,
And-
100%,
It's not
dude.
the main reason.
Of course it does. And also, like, I do firmly believe that Sony is, like, stoking this for free publicity. I mean, it's not a
Oh,
coincidence a new trailer came out the day after the AGN
Yeah.
video blew up the internet. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, now, like, I would be concerned, yeah, again, were it not for the fact that everything other than the first movie is kind of garbage anyway, and the trailers for Spy were brutal. Like, Paul Feig's a talented guy, and they're hilarious ladies, so I'm not that concerned.
that is one is a debatable topic, but
What, you don't think they're hilarious?
I'll say Kate McKinnon. I'll admit it.
She's
absolutely
fantastic.
Hilarious.
Leslie Jones is hysterical.
Leslie Jones is
Come
great.
on.
She's great. My problem
Yeah.
lies with McCarthy and Wade because
Yeah.
I cannot stand them most of the time.
Really?
McCarthy, I liked her in Spy. That was
Yeah.
the one exception.
Yeah.
And I had to be prodded like for months to watch it.
She's great in that. I mean, she is definitely just one note, but as long as the movie surrounding that note's good, she can be fantastic.
Exactly.
And Kristen Wiig, I like quite a bit. I like she's like this is really since Bridesmaids the only like gigantic movie she's done. She's mostly been doing really strange indie movies, some of which I loved. She did this great one called Welcome to Me, where she played this like insane woman who won the lottery. So what she did with her money was she went and paid a like public access Vegas station to give her own Oprah Winfrey show, where she would just go on and like rant and like stage memories of her screaming at the 12-year-old who bullied her in school, and then it becomes like a giant hit, and no one knows what to do because they're like clearly like everyone's making a lot of money, but they're clearly taking advantage of a very mentally ill woman who shouldn't be doing this. Is really good. So she's gone out of her way to do good stuff.
Yeah.
So
It just in terms
yeah.
of Paul Feig, he's like 1 out of 3 in terms of movies.
Really,
Yeah.
I like Bridesmaids. That was fun.
I can't stand
Well,
Bridesmaids.
it's 'cause
I'm
you're
very
a
much
misogynist.
no.
It's clear.
People look at
on,
me strange
Shak.
when I say that, but yeah, no.
I mean, like I like
Yeah.
it. I don't like. To be clear, like it's just a goofy like party movie. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Like,
I've
think
heard it's like the female version of The Hangover.
Yeah.
From what
yeah,
I've
pretty
heard.
much. Oh,
Yeah,
so you
pretty
haven't
much.
even seen it.
I haven't
That's
seen
how
it, but
deep
I've
your
heard-
sexism runs.
I've heard lots of
Yeah,
good things
hate
about it. I'm
women.
not,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, they suck.
No, it's totally fun. And what else has he directed?
The Heat?
The Heat.
Which
Yeah,
is
the Heat.
garbage.
The Heat wasn't great. But he also did do Freaks and Geeks, which is
That's
incredible.
that's the one
Yeah.
thing that I was like, how
And
long
like
is
Freaks
Freaks and
and
Geeks?
It's great. It's
It's-
great,
no,
and,
yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
read and he's released a couple books that are similarly awkward short stories that are fantastic. So yeah, no, I trust it, or at least I want to. Every time I see footage of it, it gets harder to. But
I feel like it's, yeah, you know
still,
what?
I'm still hoping for the
It's
best.
one of those things that's just like if you don't like it, just ignore it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
that's
it's
that
not-
simple.
If
And
you're
I
not
also-
gonna go see it, just don't pay
That's
any
not how
mind.
the internet
And I also
works,
hate how-
dummy.
Unfortunately.
And I also hate how everyone's like, "Oh, the effects are so cartoony." It's like, yeah, they're trying to make it look like the cartoon. Like, what's like, what?
What'd you want? Like, puppetry?
The Stay Puft Marshmallow
Just
Man
acting
may have been a
like-
guy in a suit, but it was trying to look like a cartoon brought to life. Like, this is not new.
Because they're acting like the first one is a very sophisticated piece of motion cinema, but it's like, no, it's goofy as hell.
It's just
Yeah, it's like we have the
people-
Yeah, it is a really good movie though.
Yeah.
kids who grew up in the 80s. You grew up in the 80s?
I did. But you can say it. I don't care.
I
You
grew up
about to talk some major
No, because I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah, I was split between the two.
Protective of the things they grew up watching. Like, that's why
Says the guy who just defended Digimon for 20 minutes.
Digimon was great.
Yeah. And I'll bet if there was an all-lady
about
Digimon,
you say
you'd
that
be
you
really
hate
upset
it?
about it right now.
I'd go see it. I'd go see it.
People put too much emphasis on the nostalgia. That's
Let's
what
not
you gotta
forget
say.
there's a
Yeah.
terrible
No, for
live
sure,
action
yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dude,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
want
it's
to-
called
if
Man
you
of
want-
Steel.
listen, if you
Hey-o.
want to slander Dragon Ball Z, I will fight you.
I'm
Yeah.
slandering the live action Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay,
that
yeah.
sucked.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was just
But it was
Travesty.
fun.
Look, I grew up split between, and fucking 90s people are just as sensitive. It's
Yeah, no, I
ridiculous.
don't. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like this if you like the
yeah,
90s.
this isn't that
Yeah,
different.
no. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in
Yeah.
Power Rangers. Super excited.
Well,
I don't
exactly.
care.
Yeah,
But
which
I'm
is
also
ridiculous.
Whatever,
It's ridiculous.
man. You know
Like
what?
Pogs.
At least it's not Transformers.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's true.
man.
I'd go see Pogs the movie.
I would see
That'd be
Pogs
all
the
right. I want to know what that little guy's all
I
about.
heard that they
I never
made
really
a-
got anything.
I heard that they made a script for like a Tetris movie.
It's greenlit,
Oh yeah,
dude.
that was my last story I was going to talk about.
They're making
sorry.
it.
Yeah,
It's
they're
greenlit.
making it. Yeah, no, it's going to be an international production between China and the U.S. It's going to be a dark sci-fi thriller, and they're hoping to expand it into a trilogy. And it's going to be half American, half Chinese.
Wait,
cast.
what? Even? How do you make a
Listen.
movie about that?
Listen, I couldn't agree more with what you're saying right now. All I'm
You
saying
know
is
what?
this is
Oh,
happening.
I got the plot. I got the plot right here. It's gonna be like an
Loose
intense,
cannon cop.
Loose
Yeah.
cannon cop goes underground for like a sting cocaine ring because they're clearing lines. Boom.
Oh,
all I know is I don't know what it's gonna be about, but all I know is it's gonna end with like the cast like overwhelmed by this stack of Tetris blocks they don't know what to do with.
Just
But there's this
freezes up.
one gap in the middle, and they're like,
Yeah.
"What are we gonna do?" And then the post-credit screen will be a long block from
See, I was gonna
space
say,
down to Earth.
I feel like the story should be about the T looking block as he comes down at the wrong time and blocks that hole.
yeah.
And then the
Oh,
whole
you
movie
dick.
is just
claustrophobic thriller.
Yeah, and the rest of the movie is just that like that area getting filled up, and all the other blocks are just
Yeah.
like
He
you
sees his
weren't
like
here.
he sees his like high school sweetheart off in the side.
Yeah.
She's off with some other like T block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a
Exactly.
sketch about Tetris the movie in like a YouTube sketch like in 2008.
Oh yeah, it was a joke, but
Yeah.
now they're doing it.
And it was basically like Top Gun with Tetris pieces.
Yeah. That's what the Battleship movie was.
Yeah.
Except worse.
Oh.
Next up, okay, so
Sorry, I ruined your big surprise.
oh, no worries. We got to make fun of it. That's all that matters. So speaking of misogyny, there's I'm sure you guys are going to be incredibly upset because apparently, I guess Margot Robbie is going to produce and obviously star in a all-female DC action movie
This
they're
is
working on with her
ridiculous.
is Harley Quinn, which like fair enough, whatever. I mean like.
She's probably the most prominent female
She
comic
is.
character in the world.
Thus far, the DC universe is garbage. We'll see how Suicide Squad goes, and
Yeah.
then I'll be excited based on that.
Well, didn't
me too.
didn't they change the heads of DC of like the DC?
They
film
did. They
stuff?
put Jeff Johns in charge, which is weird because I always thought he was in charge, but apparently he was not.
I thought
And
he was in charge of like TV stuff.
Yeah, because
I thought he was everything as far as I knew, but I guess
I
he
thought it was
wasn't.
Nolan, so
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Nolan's just been cashing checks since
got
since
that
the Dark
producer
Knight
title.
trilogy.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, he's not doing
I
anything.
thought he was just like the protector of.
No.
No, they just
No
want his
involvement.
name on it for marketing purposes.
I thought I read recently that they split now. So now like Marvel, DC has its own like specific brand, like a specific like arm of cinema.
DC films.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, maybe, but who knows? They're spinning their wheels so quickly to try and clean up this mess that I don't know what to believe comes out of the pike.
Yeah.
They claimed they were the most they claimed that they were going to be the filmmaker-friendly studio, and then half their directors quit. So, I mean, I don't know.
Disney or the Star Wars. Isn't there like a person that like their job is to just like it's like the keeper of
Yeah.
the
Oversee
Star
everything?
Wars?
They're essentially
Kevin-
their own middle. Yeah, they're essentially
You
like
mean Kevin Feige for Marvel?
Kevin
and
Feige
stuff?
for Marvel and Kathleen Kennedy for Lucasfilm. Yeah, they're basically just like their own production company that's financed and released through Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there's like a specific job title though. It's like the keeper of the something.
Keeper of the realm.
No, it's like something
Keeper of
really
the house,
stupid.
master of the
No, I don't believe so.
It might have been
no.
when Lucasfilms was still a thing.
Yeah, it could be. but-
Anyway, I think DC would benefit from that greatly.
but-
Just someone to like stop them. Just be like, no, this
DC, just
isn't.
let
no.
Disney buy you. Like, it
No.
worked out for Marvel.
Have Batman versus Spider-Man. Yo,
that would be great.
Keep that to your fan fiction.
Yeah, that would be great. But it only worked like after Marvel had put in several years of work.
That's
yeah.
true, yeah.
Well, they made like the whole first phase themselves, basically. So, it's a different deal. Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll be good. I don't know. Like all the news I hear from DC now just sounds like them doing everything they can to like damage
You know what-
control
yeah.
and
You know
clean
what
things
DC
up,
needs?
and it's embarrassing.
the DC film movies. Because in the
The
comics,
film movies, huh?
Film movies.
Those film
Check out the-
movies.
those film
He did.
movies.
He
Hello,
did
we are
call them
watching the
film
movie
movies.
films.
the DC movies.
Yeah.
In the comics, there's a spin-off where Batman's teaming with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
I feel
Oh
like that
my
would
God.
be a film series.
But wasn't there actually, like,
that
an
There's
I
also
would
a
be-
spin-off where Spider-Man helped with the Boy Scouts. Like, we don't need to turn all these things.
Wasn't there an
I think
actual?
a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Batman spin-off would be
Oh my God,
the
so
best.
good.
No.
Wasn't there an actual but
Guys, like, you got to grow up and realize
my
the Ninja
God.
Turtles are empty and
I wanna
stupid
hear
one
the
day.
end- I want to hear the end of Jordan said he's been repeating it like 3 times.
Sorry, Jordan. We've been
Yeah,
talking over
go
you.
on. Thank you for not interrupting us.
Yes. No, wasn't there an actual like legit DC Marvel crossover?
Yes,
at one
there
point?
was.
Several times.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
they had like their own. I
Every
don't remember
time,
what it was.
every time sales dipped.
Stan Lee wrote
But,
wrote a series on Flash.
Really?
Yeah, or at least
on.
there was a comic.
Oh
that he
well,
wrote.
and
was-
tons of writers went back and forth. Denny O'Neil, who like created Thanos, he also like reinvented Batman in the 70s.
Uh,
But no, that
it was
label
like
that
a
you're
big
talking
deal
about-
for Stan Lee writing.
Oh,
DC.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That label you're talking about, they basically just mashed up heroes and just
Yes.
gave them different names.
There's like Wolverine, Batman.
Yeah, that
there's
was
Colossus,
horrible.
Superman.
That was horrible.
Let me
I've
see
got
if I can find the
I've
name
got a
real
pretty.
quick.
I've got a pretty good Batman and Spider-Man team-up comic from the 90s that was all right. Yeah, Mark Bagley drew it, and it was about Carnage and Joker teaming up.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
It's like Joker gets.
I'd love to see that, but I mean, like a
Carnage symbiote?
DCU versus Marvel universe would be kind of cool.
They were teaming up as a duo. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Oh, speaking. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just thinking because we're talking about like awesome '90s based comics.
Yeah.
Shaq brought in the
I
issue
saw,
one of
yeah.
X-Men '92. There, I was talking about last week.
Yes.
Looks pretty cool, eh?
It could be cool. Yeah.
I'm
One of my
disappointed.
hip hop variants.
Yeah, Shaq
Take good
has-
care of it.
Shaq has all of the hip hop.
Okay,
variants.
yeah, I would like to explain that. Yeah, since like October, Marvel's been putting out hip hop variants of covers. So like new series, they would have them based off of like rap album covers, and I've purchased literally all of them up to this point, and it has set me back a pretty penny, but I enjoy all of them. And
I saw a lot
yeah.
of those actually. Yeah, they were really cool.
Proves it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Good marketing strategy.
The thing is, the thing is that they're coming out with like a hardcover version of like all the comics, and I'm like, oh great, this would have been great if you guys had said this when I started, but at this point, I'm in too deep.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, no, that's how they get you. That's how I went through a kid collecting comics in the 90s when like every comic had foil variant covers and everything
Yeah.
was like, this is extra rare and extra valuable. Guess how much all of them are worth now?
much?
Nothing. So don't like. So yeah.
The hip hop fan in me took over, and I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta.
I
grab
feel
all
like this is niche enough that it'll probably be a collector's thing for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't if like a cover has a hologram on it, don't fall for it.
Yeah, sorry. Back to film news.
I felt,
Yeah.
actually, no, that's true because I fell for that by accident one time because I bought what I thought was a big like omnibus collection of the My Little Pony comics, and it turned out it was
God.
all the same comic with all the different variant covers.
There are like
So-
so many things wrong with what you did that day that I can't get even into the variant cover problems. All right, next up.
Oh, sorry. Before we
Yeah,
go,
trade
I found
stuff.
that comic, that label I was talking about, the DC Marvels combined. It was Amalgam Comics.
Well, of course
Oh,
it
yeah,
was.
there you go.
And then yeah,
Because
the
of course.
Batman Wolverine was Dark Claw.
Yeah.
Dark
I have
Claw.
that somewhere.
Yeah,
For
so
sure,
did I. Back
yeah.
like I think my brother bought it back in the day.
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm
because
like,
I was like 12 or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, together at last. And then yeah, I read
Comics
it.
in
and
the
I was like,
'90s.
it was a mess.
Alright,
Yeah,
Phil.
that was not a good time for comics. All right, next up. Yep, the fifth Transformers movie is coming. It's called Last Night, which is
Sure it is.
real unfortunate because they should not put the word "last" in the title
you
of the
know it's gonna keep
Transformers sequel because
Yeah.
that's a tease and unfair.
I thought you were gonna say it was really unfortunate.
No,
because
that
they're
makes
still
sense because then
making
they'll
movies.
reboot it again. They'll set it on Cybertron or something. It'll be like Transformers: The Remix Beginning.
Ugh.
Will Optimus do some like stuff that's very out of character? Like tell humans I'll kill you?
Hey,
Yeah.
well, you know what might happen? This might be the lead into a Beasties live action.
You know that's not happening.
keep dreaming.
You want to
Keep dreaming,
keep saying
Cody.
that, but it's not going to.
I can
Maybe
see
if they decide to
Waspinator.
extend out a Transformers universe, it's possible, but I doubt it. Yeah, and Transformers is another one of those ones where like everyone's like, "Oh, they ruined Transformers." I'm like, really? Did you watch
Yeah.
Transformers?
Transformers
like, I
was a
agree.
marketing
I
thing.
agree.
It
The
was a
toys were
commercial.
great. I couldn't agree more about how great those toys were. Always garbage
I enjoyed the
Always garbage.
first Transformers movie.
Here's the thing.
with Orson Welles.
No, the 80s
what-
one.
Yeah, he.
No,
yeah.
he was Unicron.
No, the first Michael Bay one.
I mean, like it was like surprisingly watchable, sure,
You're-
but like
Second one, I almost walked out.
So
It's not great. Oh, that was rough.
You enjoyed
That was rough.
the Shia LaBeouf movie where the Transformers just happened to show up at the end.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Whatever, I don't care. I have no personal attachment to Transformers.
I don't
so
either,
just
but it
came
was
and
a
saw
garbage
I was
movie.
like,
It was pretty much a boy and his dog with Optimus
okay.
Prime as the dog.
yeah.
Which wasn't a bad idea to do a Transformers movie. That is by far the best one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in
No,
a
I
really
think-
long time, but like
2 was better.
No,
But
two
one
is
of the worst things I've
two
ever
is-
watched in my
two is-
life.
Two is better than the first one.
two is
at
one.
least.
No, two is one of the worst movies ever.
If we're
made.
talking like ranking the Transformers movie, the fourth one is probably the best.
Hell no.
No.
Dude, that
you
was
could
a-
make
listen,
the argument
the
that number
fourth-
3 was pretty good.
No,
maybe.
No.
Here's the
you
thing.
can't.
With the third one,
I like the first 3 episodes of the fourth movie. The second 8 were rough to get through.
here's how it works. First one was pretty good.
No.
Second one is one of the worst movies that's ever been made.
Yeah.
Third one is garbage up until the last,
The last
45
40 minutes
Yeah.
are good. Yeah.
But like the
Yeah,
Battle
I
of
agree.
Chicago is badass.
Yeah.
And the fourth one is also a piece of garbage.
Okay.
First movie I ever walked out of a theater with an actual migraine
Let me
for
let
a
me,
week.
Let me clarify something here. I haven't seen the first Transformers movie in a long time. Came out when I was like 13, and it had a Camaro.
I found
That's
an
all
old
you
forum.
need for a movie, really.
I remember on an old forum I used to go to when I was 13, I had put it as my number one movie in 2007, and I regret that decision.
What else came out in 2007? What
No Country
better
for Old
movies.
Men.
Oh yeah, okay.
There Will Be Blood.
Shak.
This is when I was trying to act like I was like the most knowledgeable kid in school about
Yeah.
movies, but even then I was just dumb.
Yeah. All right.
It's okay. Anyway, got more news.
Yeah, last one I'll do, and then I'll move on. Is Gareth Edwards left Godzilla's 2
Yeah.
for unknown reasons, and so now King Kong versus Godzilla is going to come before Godzilla 2.
Oh.
They bumped that up.
It's gonna
Cool.
be BVS 2.0.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're actually doing that, eh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow,
Which,
okay.
but I mean that I'll line up a week in advance to
right.
watch King Kong and Godzilla fight. I don't
Hey.
care
Yeah.
what happens.
As long as
what's,
they,
what's the studio doing? What's the studio that's doing that?
It's legendary. So who are they up with now? I think they were with Warner Brothers
Now they're
at the
Universal,
time,
I
but
think,
now they're
right?
Universal. Yeah, that's right.
Is Universal doing the Power Rangers movie?
I don't know.
Who cares?
I
But
want to see Godzilla versus the Power
It's
Rangers.
not happening.
no,
Yeah,
but
Megazord versus
that won't
Godzilla.
happen. But I guarantee that with it being Universal and legendary, that Godzilla and King Kong will fight in Jurassic Park. Like that's for sure gonna happen.
I thought they were gonna do a
I can't
cool.
wait.
Pacific Rim cross Godzilla.
No.
Isn't that gonna
I
be-
kept talking about
You
how
kept
much I
talking- that
wanted
was
that
what
to
it was.
happen.
Okay.
And it,
It
didn't
should.
happen.
Oh.
It would be great. Yeah. It would be great. And it's part of the same. Well, whatever. I mean, they may get there someday. If depending on how the crossovers work. But
they-
yeah, Gareth Edwards left. It's kind of a bummer. I'm assuming it's just because after Rogue One, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And Godzilla 2 is probably isn't top of the list.
So are
And I wouldn't mind someone making a Godzilla movie that puts Godzilla in it as well. That'd be
Yeah, where he actually shows up.
Yeah. I mean, it was great for the 17 minutes of the 2 hours that he was there, but
Like
could use a little
point
more.
where Ken Watanabe is like, let them fight.
Yeah.
And then cut to something else.
No, they closed the door.
And I'm
They
just like,
closed the
let
door.
them fight.
is there like a King Kong movie that's coming out?
Yes.
Yeah, Skull Island. They're working on it right now.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
The funny thing is, it's like it's a mini Straight Outta Compton reunion, at least from what I saw, because like
Oh yeah.
some of the cast members, like the main cast members, was like the dude who played Dr. Dre and Eazy-E are both in
Oh,
it.
that's super
I was
funny.
like, yo, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
man, that's
The
gonna be
cast
like
in that.
really hard for them to top though. Last King Kong movie
King
that
Kong
came out.
versus Godzilla in space. Well, you didn't like the Peter Jackson King Kong?
It
was
good. It was
yeah,
actually
no,
good.
I wasn't being sarcastic. I actually really liked it.
It is
Okay.
pretty good. It's just too long.
It-
3 hours.
So
3 hours.
No, but none of those hours
Peter
really
Jackson.
feel
That's
that
what
boring.
I don't like that because Peter Jackson movies did not mean too long up until
Lord of the Rings.
and King Kong.
Yeah, but that
before
doesn't
then
mean
they were
anything.
like.
After that, that's exactly what it means.
I know, but I don't like that because I honestly I love Lord of the Rings and everything, but I think all the best movies he did came before Lord of the Rings. They're incredible
Dead
and they're
Alive,
so
yeah.
tight. Oh, Dead Alive, so fun, and the Frighteners and Meet the Feebles and Heavenly Creatures, so good, every single one of them. But yeah, no, that
I don't
King
know,
Kong
man.
was too much.
I don't-
spend 45 minutes
Because
on the boat,
every time has
on
to
the
be
boat.
yeah,
The boat.
just getting
That was exposition, man. You needed that.
Was it? The original King Kong got through that stuff pretty goddamn quick.
I'm not gonna say it was.
because he's obsessed with doing epics.
Yeah, I'm
and
not-
so they give him like $100 million. I'm like, I gotta put
I really liked
$70
it.
million.
I did actually really like
really liked it too.
I
And I
do
don't
like the
feel like it's
movie
too
other
long.
than when it's other than the excesses.
I
it
honestly
is-
Once they
don't
it
know.
is
get
quite
to New
good.
York, it was.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It's just like, I mean, King Kong's like the original King Kong is still great,
Yeah.
aside from the racism.
And I was
it's still
really-
really good. But it's tight and it flies by.
I'm curious to see how they can top in Skull Island, where King Kong literally rips open the head.
Oh my god.
of a T-Rex.
Just snaps
breaks
his
his
jaw.
First of all, that's in the original King Kong.
Was it?
Yeah, you haven't seen the original
No,
King
I
Kong,
have.
Cody?
I haven't seen it in a while. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he tears it open and then plays with the dead.
Oh, that's even
King
better.
Kong's amazing. Oh no, the
Okay.
original stop motion King Kong is a fascinating
Yeah.
character. He's a little pervert. He's like diddling Fei Mei with his finger and stuff. It is a weird movie.
I need to go back and watch that. It's been a long time.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I recommend it.
And then that
watching
first
it.
remake was apparently trash. I haven't
Oh,
seen
that's
it.
a rough one. Yeah.
the 70s?
Well, that's one where
Yeah.
they tried to
Yeah.
build a giant robot that didn't work, so they hastily put a man in a suit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sucks.
it's
Well,
pretty rough.
Isn't that was also the movie that Nintendo had to go to court about?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
for Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Yeah. So what happened was Nintendo made Donkey Kong, and then Universal Studios was like, "Hey, that's a lot like that thing that we own." So Nintendo had to go to court, and at that time, Nintendo wasn't this like mega
Powerhouse.
multi-billion-dollar corporation that they
Yeah.
are now. So they went up to bat against Universal Studios, and what they ended up doing was they found out that when Universal Studios got the rights to King Kong, they did it on the premise that King Kong was actually public domain.
Oh.
So they're like, well, how do they own the rights to this if it's public domain? And then Universal was like, fuck. Shit. And then, so they lost the rights, and Donkey Kong was created, and it's one of the best game series ever.
Yeah.
Very true. All right.
I'm sorry, that was.
No worries. No worries. All right. I'll do movie reviews real quick.
Yeah, would you?
Or you
All
wanna
right.
do- okay,
What'd you
how
say?
many-
You gotta
how many-
go.
how many-
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
yeah,
do. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, do it.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. I can go quick. All right. So first up,
Angry Birds movie.
Yeah, we'll do the Angry Birds movie. Right
Yeah, I
back.
have
Yay! What is
So it's horrible. Let's make that clear.
Whoa,
Yeah.
slow down,
Make
Phil.
that clear. So
Movie
yeah,
of the year.
So yeah, Jason. It's set on an island where there's all these flightless birds that are like really happy, except for one bird. Get ready for this. He's angry.
No.
Yeah, he's really angry.
Man.
So
I feel
angry.
like I've heard that somewhere before.
So angry that he gets put in anger management classes, and that's real.
Oh, God.
And it's there that Jason Sudeikis plays that one. And it's there that he meets his two best friends.
Wait, so why do they have anger management on a island where no one feels anger? Wouldn't it seem kind of
'cause
reductive?
It's a horrible
It's a
movie.
stupid-
It's a really horrible movie.
It's like, why
So,
would
yeah.
they even need it in the first place?
Okay.
It's
Anyway.
horrible.
Horrible movie. So he meets these two other birds, one of whom is the big exploding bird, and the other one's a little yellow yappy bird. And he doesn't like them, but maybe they'll become friends. And then, and then this boat full of pigs show up, and they're like, "Hey, we're here to have fun." And everyone's like, "Yeah, sure, obviously," except for the one bird who's angry.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know what's going on
He knows
here.
100% something's wrong.
He doesn't trust them.
Yeah, I 100% doesn't trust them. But as the audience, you're supposed to be like, wow, they look so friendly. And they couldn't be like the game. And then it turns out they're just there to steal the eggs. And basically, it's like 90 minutes to set up that all the birds show up.
It just starts playing the game itself.
No, literally, they all show up at the pig's kingdom with a big slingshot and fire themselves into the kingdom to get back the
And
eggs.
it's actually like
rich
it's actually
mythology of the
two-dimensional.
Angry Birds
I'm
universe.
surprised one of them didn't pull out an iPhone and start
It's
like
just-
controlling it like that.
It's just pathetic, and it's unbelievable the number of like talented people that are like every person in the cast.
I was gonna
like,
ask you,
who did that voice? I was like, Sean Penn.
I was about to ask you on Sean Penn. How was he?
It's like ridiculous. He does like one line. It's ridiculous. The whole thing's ridiculous. And like
Sean Penn is pissed off all the time. So you'd think he'd be like perfect casting for like the lead character.
It's just horrible. The whole thing's horrible. And I mean, it's not like it's a surprise, but it's just like adults spent 3 years working on this, like talented adults.
When you think
and they spent millions of dollars, and it's just embarrassing to have to sit through and know it exists.
I mean,
So it's not the
Angry
greatest video
Birds-
game movie ever made?
No.
Angry Birds
no.
really needed that like revitalization after
No,
Minecraft
it
came in and
didn't.
stole its
Like,
thunder.
holy crap!
No
No
one
one's still
cares.
playing Angry Birds.
That's
exactly why it
Nobody.
needs
Yeah,
this.
that's the other thing.
3 years
like,
too late.
That's the other thing. Like, I can't imagine who is even going to care. But anyway,
Like that's a
Horrible.
person who like it's like if you have an IP that you're clinging to that hardly that like you gotta understand you gotta know going into like starting in the mobile sphere that like your game is gonna disappear into like obscurity.
I think
but no
the
one
thing
did.
with-
That was the
yeah,
first
that was-
mobile
Can we
game
get that
to kick
Flappy
off.
Bird movie
Yeah,
though?
that
Yeah, but
Yes.
eventually it did. I don't know anyone who's playing. Like, it would have made more sense now to make a game about Candy Crush than it would have been to make a movie about Angry
surprised
Birds.
Yeah, but
hasn't
3
been a
years
Minecraft
ago, who
game
would have
yet.
known? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that
like
was-
it was the first mobile game to kick off, and you could get like stuffed animals everywhere. Like I'm sure, like I can see how the mistake was made, but it's no excuse.
Here's the
This
thing.
is brutal.
You know what's gonna usurp this though?
Yeah.
The Emoji Movie.
Yeah,
That's what's
Oh,
gonna.
yeah, I
that's
can't
gonna be
wait
that
for that
hit.
one. That's gonna be so good.
What else
So
do you
anyway,
see?
that's garbage. But what's really good is The Nice Guys, which I liked a lot. It's a new movie by
wanna see
Shane
that.
Black. He did Iron Man 3, but more specific, but also did.
unfortunate.
That's a great one. What you like the Mandarin?
I said that's unfortunate that he was part of it.
Iron Man 3 is great. What's
It
your
is
problem
good.
with
What are
Iron
you
Man
talking?
3?
Yeah, I was gonna say Iron Man 3 is pretty good.
Tony Stark
I don't
the
know what
movie?
happened.
Tony Snark, the movie.
I don't know what happened, but there was just a shift where everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Iron Man 3 sucks."
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't get it either because honestly,
it was
and
so entertaining.
We saw it together. I didn't like it when we left the
Oh,
theater.
actually, yeah, that's true. He didn't.
I don't know how that's possible.
nah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Like, what else did you expect? It's an Iron Man movie.
I'll
That's
be
a
honest,
great one.
exactly what was wrong with it.
Like there was no Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like what? It was, okay, you know, and the same thing about Thor: Dark World. It was way too like heavy on the snark, but like it was a really good movie, start to finish. Like I never lost
Anyway,
interest.
back
Those
to
Dark
Nice
World was
Guys.
just
I want to hear
mediocre.
about
Anyway,
Nice
that's
Guys,
more
not
mediocre.
the
Anyway,
crap Iron Man
yeah,
3.
so he did Iron Man 3. He also did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which where we met Robert Downey Jr. And first thing he ever wrote was Lethal Weapon. He wrote it when he was like 24 and became like a screenwriter in the 90s who would just get like these gigantic paychecks for these scripts. And then kind of disappeared for a while. So yeah, his specialty is sort of like gear shift action and suspense type writing. Like particularly the Mandarin thing that everyone hates, which I think is brilliant.
Oh, it's
It's
amazing.
that
That
sort
was
of
a
thing.
great
It's all-
twist.
he's all about
I like
misdirect
that.
and twist. And that sort of snarky dialogue. So this is a detective movie set in the 70s with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, and they're a fantastic combo. It's set in a like really grimy, like yellowy, smogged up, porn-strewn 70s.
Basically
and,
Boogie Nights.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the 70s.
but smoggier, and with more Jaws 2's posters. And Russell Crowe plays a guy, like they're barely even private detectives. Like Russell Crowe plays a guy who like punches people in the face for money. Like if you like someone you don't like, you just hire Russell Crowe and go punch him and give it for cash.
That is a service
Yeah.
I need.
Oh, it's a good one. Yeah.
Call up
and,
Russell Crowe, he's up
And Ryan Gosling is a private detective, but he basically just like takes advantage of people and is more of a con man. He's like
Russell Crowe.
agrees. So they both sort of end up on the same case involving a porn star named Misty Mountains whose car she died in a car crash, and it eventually sort of uncover a conspiracy between the auto industry and the porn industry. But it's one of those detective movies where that doesn't really matter. That's just sort of there for the characters. And goddamn are they so fun together. Russell Crowe, I always liked a lot. He's been bad for quite a while, mostly because he just sort of hasn't been able to like accept the fact that he like by maintaining the drinking schedule
He
he's
stopped
committed
caring.
to, he doesn't look like Maximus anymore, but he still tries to like appear in road. This is the first time he like looks like a guy who is kind of burned out and sounds burnt out and should be kind of like cuddly. And he's really good. He does, he's good as a lug with a heart of gold, and that's what he does here. He does an excellent spit take, one of the best spit takes I've seen in a long time. That was a good one. And even better is Gosling, who does actually surprisingly a lot of physical comedy. like lots of like slapstick
actually
falling
like
around and
acts.
everything, and does a great job in it. No, Ryan Gosling's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
What are you
What
talking
about?
about?
Yeah,
You
again,
shouldn't have
being a dick.
I think I brought this up.
Okay.
I think I brought this up last week. You guys, so have you guys actually? Did you guys go watch out the Will Ferrell Ryan Gosling Trump knives thing he did on Kimmel?
No, I didn't.
It's
No.
amazing.
What?
Like because Will Ferrell has done this skit before. Apparently, he just like pretends like interrupt Kimmel to do
Yeah.
this the knife guys they're called.
Yeah.
So we got Ryan Gosling to come in and like Kimmel's just like it's like Ryan, like what are you doing here? And Ryan Gosling's just like shut up, just like screams like he's so serious
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the whole thing. It's hysterical.
Yeah, and that's where he does in The Nice Guys, and he's really, really damn funny. He plays like a burned out alcoholic screw up, and there's a lot of like, there's a great scene where he he's trying to impress this porn star at a party, and he jumps up on a balcony and then just falls down the hill and rolls all the way down. And then like when he finally like catches his breath at the bottom, he like lights a cigarette and like finds the like rotting corpse of the guy he's been looking for right next to him, and does this like crazy like triple take. He's really, really funny. And the whole movie has a really nice sort of blend of like really kind of gritty, gross crime story and like a goofy like buddy movie, and it really is like a sort of hangout. Like you feel like you get to know these people and kind of fall in love with them, and by the end like they kind of like have a soft setup for a sequel, and I actually genuinely like one. I like I've always liked Shane Black. He's very good at writing kind of witty, self-conscious action movies. And as he's gone on, he's gotten even better at sort of writing characters and dialogue. And this one, from a plot perspective, is probably his weakest, but from a character perspective, is easily his best. And it's just a ton of fun and dirty adult fun,
Yay.
which we don't get enough in the summertime.
I will go see it.
So
this
yeah,
weekend for sure.
I highly recommend it. I had a great time with it, and Shane Black's great. Iron Man 3 is great. You can go to hell. Cody.
Can I get your take on all these like movies and the TV shows that they've been making? Like,
It's
forgive me.
stupid. The Exorcist and Lethal Weapon.
Lethal
and-
We talked
Weapon.
about this last week.
Yeah.
Trading Day.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just people are desperate
Right.
to have like some sort of IP. Well, it's because what I knew was going to happen when like everyone was like, "Oh, TV's better than movies. We just need all these TV dramas all the time." Now there's oversaturation. People desperately need something to distinguish anything different between their TV show with 7 people with their arms crossed standing in a triangle from the other TV show
Especially
with
like
7
Lethal
people in
Weapon,
arm
where the
crossed.
whole thing was basically around Mel Gibson and like
And Danny Glover, yeah.
doing their actual like themselves pretty much.
Yeah.
There was a point in time, like not that long ago, where TV was actually a lot better than movies.
Oh no, there's still a lot of shows that are.
Yeah, but
I know, it's over.
Consistently, that's a
Consistently, no.
bygone
Yeah.
era.
Oh no,
now.
that's
Yeah.
done. That was
Yeah,
like the
that's-
2000s.
Yeah, that was the
but,
early
yeah.
2000s. That was your The Wire and the Sopranos era. That's
even
toast.
Like more recently,
Like
up until
Breaking-
like 2010.
And Breaking Bad was
Up until,
great.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was great, but Breaking Bad there was just like the one. There was a period in the 2000s that was like, did you watch this?
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
there's-
I think this is
There
even
was
better.
Breaking
Bad, Game
Bad,
of
The
Thrones.
Walking Dead,
Yeah, I
Game
don't
of
like
Thrones.
either.
Game of
American
Thrones,
Dead
to
or
be
Game
fair,
of
The
Thrones. I think they're
Walking
part of the
Dead
problem.
really hasn't been good.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
no, Walking Dead's not good anymore. But
No,
when
it
was
was
good,
never
it
really
was,
that good.
not gonna
I mean, like if you hadn't watched zombie movies before, I agree, it would have been great.
I watched zombie movies. That's why I
The Dawn of the
liked it.
Dead remake doesn't count. That's
No,
also part of the problem.
That movie was great too. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's not.
Yes,
the like
it is.
opening,
No, listen,
the
it's
opening
the-
7 minutes are great
Listen,
for
it's-
sure.
it's
The
the-
rest of it is a waste of time and shouldn't exist. Because now I'm going to sound like the angry video game nerd, but I don't like having to specify that I like the original Dawn of the Dead, not that stupid movie that everyone needs.
Listen,
And no,
it's
it's
the
not
one
because
good
Sarah
thing-
Polly's the main character,
It's
because
the
there was a
one
strong
good-
female lead in the original Dawn of the Dead.
the one
Go on.
good thing Zack Snyder's ever done.
The first 7 minutes, I agree.
No,
I
the whole
agree.
first movie.
The first 7 minutes
No.
are fantastic.
Wait, the remake
Once
is the one
people
with
start
Ty
talking,
Burrell,
it's a
right?
problem.
Yes, the one with Ty
Oh,
Burrell
that one's
being
fucking
Reigns.
garbage. He's right.
Oh, hey, Mr. Super Mario Brothers, the movie is
your-
great.
I didn't say it's
credibility
great.
shot.
I just said it's enjoyable.
No,
The first 7 minutes are solid. After that, it's a waste. Have you seen the original Dawn of the Dead?
I have. I love it.
That's so much better.
No, it's better. Don't get me wrong, it is
Yeah.
better, but I still very much enjoy the remake on its own
Yeah,
merit.
no, the
first
remake is
7 minutes are
actually
good. After that.
is fun.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Can you tell me anything about Vin Grimes' character other than the fact that he's got to find his brother?
I'm not saying it was good.
Can you
was
say
a cop.
anything?
Did I say-
anything
he was a
about
cop.
him?
Wait,
Yeah, I
wait,
get it.
wait.
Cop and a shotgun. I saw the poster too. But can you say anything about him
He's got a bandana.
other than
Phil, did I say it was good?
Yes.
No, I said
yes,
it
you
was
did.
fun.
Yes, you did say it was good.
I said it was
I'm the one who
fun.
said it was good.
Let's go back and replay
Yeah.
and listen to what I said. It was fun.
Yeah.
But do you have because you have to leave soon.
Yeah. What's up?
I saw Keanu.
Oh yeah, I like Keanu a lot. It
Yeah.
was super fun.
It was really
Yeah,
fun.
I thought I was disappointed it didn't do better. I thought it would do better
Well,
than
that's
it
not-
did.
I actually-
yeah,
I actually have
really
kind of a
now.
story. I think
thing
I
is,
told
it's
you guys
so
about it
cheap that it's
before.
still going to be a hit overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did kind of disappoint.
I've kind of a fun story. So I went to see it I was on a date, and the theater.
Jordan, was that you?
No, the theater was
Yes.
actually relatively empty.
Yeah.
Aside from two other couples that were there, and this
Yeah.
So you know what he was up to.
no, I was watching the movie, and this is what this is actually.
Yeah, you were watching
this
the
is,
movie.
This is actually what's kind of funny. So the theater was. Shut up. The theater was relatively quiet, and there's this one part where one of them is like, I'm not gonna take someone's life. I'm not gonna shoot. And then like he just like spoilers.
Yeah,
like he
he
ends up
shoots
shooting, like fully like kills two guys, and like I laughed so hard, and there was no one else in the theater really,
Yeah.
and they weren't laughing, and even the person I was with wasn't laughing, and it was so
He turned into
embarrassing.
Cape Fear.
Yeah, I got so self-conscious. It just like stopped. I'm like, I can't enjoy it this much.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't let that bother me.
Also,
I
yeah,
went to The Last Stand, that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that I like
Oh.
a lot, on opening night with my
Yeah.
friend, and we got because I already seen it. So we got really drunk and just went to like cheer Arnold. And I remember when we got in early because we were drinking in the theater, it was like pretty much empty. So I was like, this is great. We can cheer. We can yell at the screen. This is going to be awesome. So we were like incredibly rowdy. And then we got up to leave and the theater was full. That's the only time I felt bad about that. Whatever. It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. If they don't want a little bit of
Yeah.
screaming and yelling, then they
I
shouldn't
brought
have shown
Cody
up.
to see Green Room, and I asked for his punk rock analysis at the
Yeah.
very end of it. He's like, I don't do punk rock anymore.
Yeah, that was intense. That was,
Yeah, you see?
There was a part
It is
though where
intense,
like
for sure.
I think I might have said this already. There's a guy that got like a machete to the throat that looks like someone I don't like from my past, and
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, yeah,
so you like
this,
that bit?
yeah, it makes this movie
A
like,
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
jumps it
yeah.
from an 8 to a 10.
That
Also,
movie's a blast.
I remember I'd seen it way
Yeah.
back when. So when I rewatched it, there's a scene where someone gets shot in the face mid conversation, and I yelled, "Jesus!"
Yeah, in the theater.
I completely forgot about that scene, and so it got me from out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
The timing's really, really good on that one. It's like a well-oiled machine. Sweet.
Did you play
All right.
anything?
Nope.
No.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
make an
Did you play-
early exit.
All right, get out of here, Phil.
See you later, Phil.
All
I'm
right.
sick of
Phil.
looking at you.
Got-
That's not true. That's a dirty
Yeah,
lie.
forget
We all
your
know it.
man.
You and I both know
Man
that's
Bites
not
Dogs,
true.
which is a super
Oh, Man
disturbing
Bites Dogs is
movie.
fantastic. You want to watch it?
Sure.
Cody,
Yeah.
you will hate yourself
No,
after.
you're not. It's really funny at first.
Is it about a man who bites a dog?
Really, really funny.
No.
No, it's really. It's
this
no. It's
come
about a
out?
documentary. It's in the early '90s. About a documentary film crew following around a serial killer.
Okay.
And
And
it
at
gets-
first, it's very funny, but then the documentary crew they get involved with the killings, and it's rough.
Okay.
So have a good time with
Ugh.
that. Yeah. It's nasty.
This reminds me because when I was in journalism school,
Yeah.
my teachers always repeat this one line. It's like, "Dog bites man is not a news story. Man bites dog is."
That's where
So
the
now-
title comes
yeah?
from. Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
yeah. So no, buckle up for that. The first 20 minutes are really funny. The main character is kind of like a French Ryan Stiles.
Okay.
From Whose Line Is It Anyway? But yeah, then
The
things
quote on
take
the
a turn.
quote on the DVD says makes Reservoir Dogs look like muzzled mongrels.
Oh yeah, no,
Whoa.
the poster is
Yeah.
definitely like him shooting a baby if you look closely.
Wow.
All
All
right,
right.
Yep, that's a
anyway, see you later,
pacifier.
guys.
Yeah. All right. See you later. Phil. I'm gonna watch that later.
Oh, you are gonna hate.
once I'm-
it's
once
gonna
I'm-
disturb you.
Yeah. Totally.
Just so you know, Cody,
He's coming back. Okay.
it's a PAL, so
Okay.
it won't play in like you probably have to play in your computer.
Oh,
It's
okay.
region free though.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, then wouldn't it'll work on like your PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
Not necessarily if it's PAL. Sometimes it's worth trying, but if it doesn't work on your PlayStation,
Okay.
He,
cool.
he says
Thanks.
it's worth trying on like
Yeah.
the thing. But
But yeah, no, I'm
Later,
definitely
Phil.
gonna see you, Phil. I'm gonna watch that once I'm done playing Valkyria Chronicles.
And then you're gonna message me and be like, "Why did I watch
Yeah,
that?"
no, I was trying to do it. I was trying to do a transition into what you've been playing.
Yeah.
Which has been Valkyria Chronicles. Which, holy crap, Valkyria Chronicles remastered, so on PS4. Whoa.
Oh,
It's so
You're
good.
gonna keep doing those sounds. Whoa.
Like, if you guys haven't played Valkyria Chronicles on the PS3,
I have not.
what the hell are you doing with your life? It was one of the best games on the PS3.
Playing other games.
yeah.
And watching other movies.
Didn't own a PS3.
Yeah, so you have a PS4?
I do.
Yeah, so you should pick up Valkyria Chronicles Remastered because you missed out. And the thing is, it didn't sell very well.
I've got Project
Which is why I
Cross,
was-
though, and I'm fine.
Which is why I was... Shut up. Which is why shut your mouth.
Vince McMahon.
I gave you Chris Jericho, damn it. Sorry. So yeah, it didn't do very well, and that made me really sad because it was a really good game. To the point where like its sequel had to be on the PSP.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Where it goes to die.
Yeah. So I did not expect to see anything about this franchise because it's published by Sega, and we know how good they are at supporting the content. I don't want to talk too much crap because I know that we probably have a
Have
PR
something.
rep listening.
Exactly.
But no, like it is a truth that like if it's not Sonic, there's a good chance it's just gonna like go into the abyss, or it will get like a really unfaithful remake. That's kind of what
Crazy Taxi
Sega
with no
does.
offspring. And no offspring
You know
in the
what?
soundtrack.
I've plugged this more than once, but I have I downloaded it a while back. It was free on the Google Play Store. Crazy Taxi on Google Play. I was very surprised to find Offspring Bad Religion on the soundtrack and Tower Records, Gene Machine.
It was on the iOS, but not on the Xbox. And,
Yeah.
oh, come
so-
on.
so,
Dude, there's a mall by my house.
Tower Records.
No, it's
Got the Levi store.
there's
that was a Levi store, not Gene Machine.
no, there's a mall by my house that has an arcade. It's Woodbine Mall. If
Yeah.
you guys know
Hey,
about
the-
it. With
I used to go there all the time.
the carnival in there.
Yeah.
yeah. There's
I used to go to
the
Rainbow
arcade.
Cinemas down there.
Yeah, dude, the arcade is still there, and they still have the Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, well, I went
I
to
gotta go back there.
I go to Dave and Buster's like once a year for my birthday. Didn't do it this year, but went for another friend's birthday, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all I do is I get like these. I guess for people who don't know, Dave and Buster's, you should know.
It's a barcade.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bar arcade. Anyway, I just get like they have like this slushy with vodka in it, and I just like drink that and play Crazy Taxi the whole time, singing The Offspring very loudly.
Anyway, Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah, Valkyria Chronicles. So I didn't expect to see anything with it, and then it came out a remastered version. And I think this is a perfect time for people to really get into it. It's a strategy RPG. It's really good. It's
If you've played Codename Steam, you kind of know what you're getting.
yeah. Well, Codename Steam was actually very heavily inspired by it, where
Yeah.
you have a certain amount of like
Movement
say on where they can
points,
go
yeah.
on the map. And like once you run
It's
out
like,
of like
you know
Steam,
the
pretty
best
much
the best way to describe it, I would say, even going past the whole Codename Steam reference, it's like it's sort of like Fire Emblem if it was a third person shooter.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's really cool because a lot of the missions, you have multiple ways you can go, and you could split your squad up, and your squad members have different things. Like they could be allergic to grass, and like you're in a forest, so you can be
Wow.
like, I can't put this person in here because they're allergic to grass, and they're not gonna be able to shoot properly. Or like, oh, this takes place in a city, and this person doesn't feel comfortable in the city, or this person's claustrophobic, and this has
Get over it, bitch! We're at war.
It doesn't matter.
War is hell.
But no, it's really good.
Really.
We gave it.
Really.
I didn't review it.
10 grass allergies out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't review it. But the person who did gave it a 9.5 out of 10. I can't really argue with that score. I mean, maybe I'd give it an 8 just because
What did it get when it first came out?
I think it got.
Should just
reviewed-
give it that same score.
Yeah, no. When it first came out, it was actually
Best out of
very-
10, same game.
It was one of those games where it was really highly regarded among reviewers. It just didn't sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately.
if you guys have a chance, like really support this franchise because I want to see more Valkyria Chronicles. And if that can happen, that will just make me a very happy panda. So what have you been playing, Jordan?
Panda.
What have I been playing? Oh, jeez.
Sexual harassment.
That's like one of my favorite episodes of South
yeah,
Park.
yeah.
When they go to that place with all the mascots.
Oh, God. Yeah. It was like
With
this
like the
big
most
orgy.
specific like cases.
Yeah. Don't stand next to a giant industrial fan panda. I have been playing Doom. 2016, and not the original. And if you saw the video we put up, I did specifically put the music.
I know
because I had to.
because you couldn't get over it.
Well, no, okay, because that was the thing. Is that I actually love the game. I didn't think I was going to. It's the most fun I've had with a shooter in a very long time. Mainly because it really does evoke like a good sense of nostalgia from shooters that we used to get with like, and I've sort of like compared it to stuff like Time Splitters and Red Faction and even like GoldenEye, just like when shooters were a little bit more simple and they didn't need to be giant grandiose affairs. It was literally just shoot the demons, have a great time, and you really do. My only complaint with it, because I mean it looks amazing, it runs at a consistent FPS, so it's like one of the best running shooters on the PlayStation or probably Xbox. And maybe PC too.
Yeah.
But my only issue with it was that its music was kind of lame because like it's got music that like it's not bad, but and it tries to
it
be
the
like
music from the trailers or whatnot.
no,
I
not
love the
really.
because it's like super intense and kind of like industrial-ish.
That's my problem with it, is that it's too super intense because the game And no, we had a big argument about this too when I was trying to say this in my review. It's the problem that the game is already naturally intense via its gameplay. Like it's fast paced, it's harrowing. There's lots of big scary monsters that you're shooting in like fairly like CQC, right? But you have this soundtrack that backs it that's very like D&B and really grungy guitar and very like junk.
Dude, that's what I want.
No, it needed like
No,
it needed
I don't
like
need that.
No, it needed an 80s metal soundtrack.
No.
It did. And that's why. So I was
This is
testing it out.
2016. We're past that.
I don't give a shit, man. Didn't change the fact. It's got old school fundamentals. It should have had like it should have committed 100% to being just over the top fun and silly.
Aren't those
And
secret levels that are like classic Doom maps?
There's a
that
couple,
You could have
I didn't-
those classic soundtrack.
Nah,
there you go.
But like that's the problem, is that like it just makes it like the soundtrack almost sets it up to make it like a survival
Doom for a new
horror
era.
game.
No, I can see where he's coming from. Like, I didn't. I only played the online when
The beta came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Online doesn't have really any
Beta,
music.
yeah, that beta.
Oh,
Was
you know what? But I actually going into the like I had a blast
Yeah?
in the online.
That's
oh
good
my
because it
god!
really sucked when I played.
Maybe
Yeah.
well, you know,
kind of.
seeing your performance in most online shooters, I think
That's
maybe
true.
we
I saw the video.
just had a bad time,
You just sucked.
No,
right? And I came in first try.
no, that's not the case at all. I am very aware that I suck online, and I have fun regardless because it's not about how
Not winning
you
and
do.
losing. It's about having
yeah,
fun.
sure.
Yeah.
Participation.
Yeah, sure.
Trophy.
Yeah.
Face ass.
And
Because no one likes to win.
and to defend myself, after my first bit with Uncharted 4, I did improve.
Yeah, I'm sure.
drastically.
You know.
Okay.
And also,
Just saying, I didn't have to improve.
Here's the
I was
thing,
born
Here's
great.
the thing with online games: never gonna touch Counter-Strike source, so why even bother? Anyway,
Oh my
moving on.
God.
Oh yeah, but yeah, okay,
so-
no, there you go, done. Why ever
Done.
play an online
Yeah,
game ever?
well, yeah,
That's it.
source was the best.
Goodbye.
And I was really good at source. I don't know.
You want to toot your own horn, but you're tooting your own horn right now.
But sorry. What was I gonna say? I didn't hear the soundtrack, but I can see what you mean.
Well, because the problem with the online too is that it doesn't really have a soundtrack. To go
Oh,
to back
okay,
it.
yeah,
It's
that.
mostly silent. I like the online a lot though because it like kind of really did remind me of like classic
Yeah.
shooter like multiplayer.
I think,
Like
right?
Unreal.
I think what I was
Yeah.
trying to say before this,
Or a
this
Quake.
went off.
Yeah.
I think you
went
mean to
off
say
the
it was
rails
made from Unreal Engine.
Yeah. No, I mean like Unreal Tournament.
Oh, Unreal. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, what I think what I was
like
trying
that.
to say before this all went off the rails was that I can see where you're coming from. Where
Yeah.
you need that like just
That's the
game's
problem
over
with
the
it.
top and stupid already. Just go all
It
in.
needed to be like that. So like, and that's the one thing I noticed is that like when you play with the regular soundtrack, yeah, it's a little too intense. It almost feels like it's trying to be like a shooter with horror elements kind of thing, but like taking it to that next level, like almost trying to frame it like it's just a survival horror game with like when I put on the actual like original like and even those little like kicked into it, like I found that I was having a better time and I was even playing better because now the music was like properly accompanying the gameplay.
I'll have to be the judge on that when I play. When I end up playing it.
Just try
eventually.
it
I
once.
will.
Right before you're about to start a gunfight, like turn the music off, put on the original At Doom's Gate from the PC, and play it and see how the difference
Let
it
me
makes.
do a level with like the regular soundtrack first, and then I'll replay it with that.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
mean. Do the comparison
Yeah.
because I honest to God think it would have made the game a million times better.
the first thing, if say I don't agree with you, if I see you the first thing in the office, I'm not even gonna say hello or good morning like I usually do. I'm just be like, "You're full of it, Jordan."
Wrong.
You're wrong.
You know what? I was waiting for that this morning too, because I'm just waiting for you to play
Oh,
Star Fox and
yeah.
be like, "You're full of it."
Yeah, I'm borrowing Star Fox Zero from the office.
Yeah.
And I haven't had time to play it yet.
And I'm just waiting
And
for
he's
him
just
to,
waiting for my take
because
to see if
I'm
gonna
so
love it or
hoping
hate
he's
it.
gonna be like, "Dude, you are so right."
Shaq's not going to be like that. He's not. He doesn't deal in extremes.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
But no.
Homefront, I dealt with Homefront.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that because right now there's me and Phil who are Team Star Fox, and then
Yes.
there's him who's like
Anti-Star
anti-Star
Fox.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll see where I stand.
I think
I'm
he's
gonna
just
play this
angry
weekend.
because it's not Adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the
Adventures was
only
good.
good one.
I like Adventures.
The only good one.
Wrong.
Oh,
Star
what?
Fox 64
Star
was
Fox
great.
64.
Yes. Star Fox 64 was great. You're full of it, Jordan.
Are you playing anything though?
I'm not playing any in terms of like new stuff. No, not really. Like honestly, I'm just playing with the games with gold stuff that they just
Okay.
came out recently. So like Costume Quest 2, Peggle. Dude,
Peggle.
Peggle is so good. Dude, Peggle is one of the most insidiously addictive games I've ever played in my life. That and also I'm playing Payday 2
Okay.
Cool.
because it was free on it was on sale last week.
Oh, nice.
And you get to play John Wick.
That's cool.
Dude,
Yeah, I actually tried that. I tried the. Is that why? Because when I did the Vive demo, I didn't include that in the video we did earlier. They actually let me do a demo. It was like a John Wick VR demo.
Yeah.
And there was the Payday 2 mask was on the floor, and I was
Yeah.
like, why is that there?
yeah, because when Payday 2 Payday 2 on PC, they were giving it like a bunch of support for it, like frequently. And around the time that John Wick came out, they're like, hey, let's just do this really cool thing. We'll have John Wick as an actual playable character.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I want to play it now.
It is so cool. And I want more people to play with because everyone who I play with, because I'm still like a noob, I'm still like only like level like 8 or so. And then I try and play with other people and they're like level 60 and they're like super organized and everything. Like, you gotta play it like this. I'm like, I don't have any of this stuff. I don't even have a silencer on my gun.
I got a knife.
That's about it.
It's not even like an actual. It's a butter knife.
Yeah. And I'm pretty much playing that. And my brother got Uncharted 4.
Nice.
And I was just thinking going through that.
Yeah.
So good.
I've still been working through the collection. Having a
So
good time with it.
dude,
good.
the chase, dude, the chase in the Madagascar.
Oh my god.
dude!
There's
I was freaking out.
I'm gonna talk about this again. There was a point. Sorry, I'm gonna wrap it up. There's near the end.
Yeah.
There's when you're in the ship graveyard. Oh, I had to, when that
I'm not at
chase
that
was-
point
yeah,
yet,
I'm just
but-
saying when that chase was finished, I had to like put my controller down and get some Gatorade because it lasted for what felt like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap it
That's
up
it, we're
now.
done.
Gotta
though.
go.
Take us home, Cody.
Thanks for listening, everyone. This has been another great episode of
This has been really fun.
Pixels and Ink. Yeah, we should do this like weekly.
Yeah.
I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think this is maybe like a one-off thing. Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Daily.
I
But
mean,
next week you'll hear my analysis on Star Fox Zero and see
There you
if
go,
whether
yeah,
I'm team Cody and Phil or Team Jordan.
there we go. Yeah, we need to
Get on the winning team,
Hey,
Shak.
We should like start like a hashtag or something.
Hashtag
like,
Team Cody.
or Team Jordan.
Team Star Fox.
At this
Team
point,
Not
you
Fox.
Civil War.
two argue so much.
CGM Civil War.
It's like we should make a show about how we argue so much.
Yeah, well, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, in the future.
Anyway, thanks for watching episode 204.
200
It's
Quattro.
only been 4 episodes since the big 200.
I know. It seems like just yesterday.
God.
Da-da-da-da.
For all your CGM needs and fixes, we're on Magster, we're on Flipster, we're on Pocket Mags, we're in Chapters and Indigo.
Oh, for real? We're in chapters?
Yeah.
Yo, that's
yeah,
sick.
right?
We've been in there for a while.
Yeah, we've been there for a while.
Man.
Yeah. So I need everyone who listens to this to go into their local chapters and demand Comics Gaming Magazine.
Yeah, please do that.
We're also on Multipages, and we're on the Twitters at SiegeMag Online. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/Comics Gaming Magazine. We have a YouTube channel where you might be listening to this on. That's CG Mag Online.
Why'd you say that?
Possibly. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe someone's listening to this on a YouTube channel.
Hey,
I don't know.
What's up? That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, what else?
No, that's about it. Don't forget to check me out on the tweets.
On the Twitter sphere.
Yeah, on the
Tweet streets.
Yo. At Cody_Arm.
I am also on the Twitters at Shak Excellence. That's also my Instagram name.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram too. I think it's classic Cody.
Yes.
Here you go, Jordan.
Jordan.
Yes.
Yes. You can follow him at yes.
Yeah. Just like ... Yes.
Yes.
No, you can follow me on Twitter at @NinjaJordan_. You can also subscribe to me on YouTube at Ninja Reviews.
Cool.
I just
Yeah.
reviewed Doom, and I had a great time doing it. Someone
big-
disliked my Doom video, and I don't understand why. Like, all I did was say good things about it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like this guy saying good things about Doom.
Your stupid positive.
Attitudes.
I hate your positivity, man.
Big shout out to Comic Bento for sponsoring the second podcast.
Dude,
Yeah.
Comic Bento.
Comic Bento
Yo.
is the bomb. I'm just going to quickly say, if you want graphic novels, if you want comic books, comicbento.com, go to that website, use promo code CGMAG in all caps, and you can get $5 off your subscription.
Dude, they ship
Any
good stuff right to your door, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Comics,
Good,
graphic
good
novels, they'll do it.
comics. Seriously.
Whatever you want, man. You build your box.
Yeah, dude, you cannot go wrong with them.
It's like sushi. It's like a bento box.
Yeah. So for all your comics, gaming, movies, anime, whatever it is you like, we
Needs.
probably talk about it. Check out cgmagonline.com. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.